How's it going, everybody? We're back. So what happened is, if you remember, the constable we met as a valuable ally.
Morning has broken, and you are swiftly on the move again. The old woman with whom the station master was talking when you first arrived seemed to know everything that goes on in the village. She might be able to help, but who was she? Perhaps the hotel manager can assist. What do I look like? A policeman? Oh, all right then. Anything to get you out of there. What did she look like? Well, come on, haven't got all day.
Okay, so we need to identify her. Finding Mrs. What's her name? I love it. Great way to start off this episode.
You believe that the old woman at the station may have some vital information that will help you solve the case. Are you able to describe what she looked like?
This is a typing one. I might have to multitask.
Let's find out how you did. Oh, please. Try again, perhaps?
Take two. Got that in 19 seconds. My guess is this. That's what she looks
And
like.
your result is... No. Try it again. You know you can do it.
This is a great game, but you need to think. Okay, it's
What
done.
will the ducks reveal? Oh, sorry. You're surely not going to let this beat you.
Well, this one's a lot harder than I thought. I thought you had to type it in. Did you should shut
Eeny,
up?
meeny, miny. No, that was wrong. You're surely not going to let this... I'm shocked. Really? I never imagined you were such a cowardly quitter. My, wasn't that painful? Look here. This is how it should be done.
How funny. Unbelievable. I blew it.
Right, that's quite enough. That would be Mrs. Gossip. Lives in a cottage near the river to the east of the village, not far from the stream, but still not far enough away from me. She's a terrible bore. Speaking of which, isn't it time you left? Unfortunately, the manager is correct. Both Mrs. Gossip and the town hall clerk need visiting.
I love it. I love how this story is getting, how the narrator's talking like. What? I thought we already...
Before you begin today's
right.
investigations, it's probably best to cast a thought.
Okay, so it's time for review. Here we
I
go.
do hope you've been paying attention, for soon you will have to say who you think it was that murdered the mayor. Let's see if you can answer these questions.
So it's about time we wrapped it up, the first episode up. Who did the hotel owner complain? His wife, of course. Near the stream. I always pay attention this time. Mr. Bragg got it. Cloak and dagger.
Sometimes I really don't know why I bother. I'm afraid that wasn't a very good attempt. Let's continue with the investigation. I believe you are planning to visit Mrs. Gossip and the town hall clerk.
So we're going to her.
After ensuring that Inspector Bragg is nowhere to be seen, you move to interview the town hall clerk. What does she remember of the mayor's last day?
I was at my desk for the whole day. There's always so much to do here. Fortunately, I remember everything I heard. This old building has very thin walls. I even remember the shot that... I'm sorry. Let me see what I can remember.
You listen intently as the clerk tells you all she heard.
Oh boy. I like this is getting funny. I mean, seriously, this is getting really great.
Ooh, listen to the clerk's description and use this to highlight the route the mayor must have taken. Will you be able to identify the path he took?
Oh,
Okay, so I have to highlight what she's saying. Okay, got it.
well, I was not at the front desk that morning when the mayor arrived, but I clearly heard a... After that, there was a... And after a bit, I heard something like... Then it sounded like...
Sorry. Listen.
Well, I was not at the front desk that morning when the mayor arrived, but I clearly heard a... After that, there was a... And after a bit, I heard something like... Then it sounded like... It is strange, because I did not hear any door or anything in a while. After that, he most certainly took... And finally, there was a big...
Did you show intellect or idiocy? Ah, spot on. And without a single error being made. My, aren't you terribly talented? Well done.
So I have 3 gold, and I'm almost done.
That's what I heard, you see. As to visitors, the station master was here very early. He wished to discuss again the opening of a cafe at the railway station. He was most satisfied when he left. The doctor came in. He left medicine. The miller was here also. He told me that the windmill had broken down, and he wished to speak to the mayor about it. He had no appointment. After that, the mayor... Oh, please excuse me. I have much work to do. Do come again.
Leaving the clerk to return to her duties, you must return to your investigation. Is the end now in sight? Can justice be done?
Yeah, there was some irony in last episode. That was funny. Now it's time to see what Mrs. Gossip...
Following the hotel manager's directions, you arrive at Mrs. Gossip's quaint, tea-cosy cottage to find her in quite the quandary.
Oh, hello, dearie. Nice to see you again. Just in time to help a damsel in distress. Oh, that would be me, dearie. I was just with the lovely doctor. What a lovely man. Not local, but you can't have everything. Oh, he gave me some pills to ease these old joints of mine, dearie. Can't remember which ones they are. Perhaps you can help, my lovely, while I make us a nice cup of tea. Well, I was just saying to her, the one by the shop, so often at the doctor's, you know, the one with the hip and the legs. Oh.
As the talkative old soul bustles off, you turn to the muddled medication.
As the doctor ordered. Wow, that's a nice name for this new puzzle. I'd like to please find Mrs. What's her name.
Mrs. Gossip can't remember which of her pill bottles the doctor asked her to take. Can you use the information she gives you to find the correct one?
Oh, I love this. How they always have to give you the info. Listen. In this whole paragraph, it would be red or blue, would be bottled. A is red. The bottle is smaller than the one on the left. But the bottle on its right is red. This bottle can be found in the cabinet.
Let's find out how you did. Ah, spot
Wow.
on. Oh, and aren't you the smug one? no mistakes. There are no words sufficient to describe your brilliance.
Wow, I'm impressed. This game has really outdone itself.
The grateful Mrs. Gossip, after a long while filled with meaningless drivel, returns to the purpose of your visit. What does she know about the mayor?
Oh, poor man, lovely man. Everyone liked him. What a tragedy, yes. Wasn't anyone with a bad word to say about him. Such a lovely man. Born and bred here, not like some. Loved his mother. Oh, he did. I was just saying the other day he used to visit her grave regular as clockwork. Won't have so far to go now. Lovely man. Such a shame. Now, I remember when, seeing him at the doctor's with his bunions, I believe it was, or he's always a medication. Lovely doctor, of course, being at the doctor's.
Leaving Mrs. Gossip to her memories, you contemplate the potentially pointless visit. Do you have what you need? Can the case be cracked?
Let's go to the police station.
The mayor's diary revealed that he had recently encountered 4 individuals. The station master, the miller, the jeweler, and the doctor. Each encounter was in some way unusual. The station master was trying to obtain permission from the mayor to build a cafe, and the two had clashed over the issue. Motive, perhaps, but was there opportunity? The miller had sought to have his mill repaired, but told you the mayor had forgotten the appointment they had to discuss the matter. Were the miller's passions suitably stirred by this slight? The doctor's obscure handwriting had caused a minor medical mistake that had been duly rectified. But had the doctor taken offense? The jeweler had reminded the mayor of his debt in the strictest possible terms, enough to obtain payment. Was it sufficient remuneration, however? It is time to apply your fearsome skills of deduction and reason to pull together the strands and weave the cloth of truth.
I leave you folks to another end of episode 1. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode.